Hello everyone, how's it going? I swear I didn't time the music to stop right there. That was just excellent timing. How's it going? We are moving forward. We're continuing to keep this on track. Are we keeping it on track solely by cutting scope? Yes. Sometimes that's what has to happen. But yeah, I cut a new build of the shortcuts last night. Oh, there is a alpha version of the app available if you're on Discord. It's out there. You can get access to it. I'm not promising anything with it yet, but it's there. It's visible. You can have it. And yeah, I actually have it installed on my phone with my actual wait, did I actually add my, yeah, I added my Safeway shopping card. We're gonna go test that out later today. We'll find out if it works or not. This entire app like useful. But yeah, I think that's where we're at. We're gonna work on that. We're going to we've got something going. We're actually making progress. I think we still are on track to release something for this event. I think it'll be good. But yeah, we need to keep moving. Today we're gonna work on the home screen widget. What does that mean? I don't know. We'll find out. What all does that actually entail? I've built a home screen widget before, but it's been a minute and I don't remember everything. All I remember was the stuff that we talked about yesterday, which is I know that in order to edit it, you need to have the app intent support, all of that. Hey, Adam Wolf, how are you doing? Calling dibs. Yeah, so if we work on the home screen widget today, we're still on track. I did rearrange things on here on the roadmap again. I added back iCloud Sync and the Apple Watch display. I actually started looking into iCloud Sync last night. I think we might be able to just do it. It might be easier. I don't know. Adam Wolf, you've got experience with Swift data. I'm gonna ask you a Swift data question. That's the wrong thing. Model configuration. This seems to say to me if I set this up and I just pass in the CloudKit database right here, it just works. Is that true? Big fan of Taylor Swift data? Because if this works and all I have to do is be using Swift data and all I do is just point it at a CloudKit database and it's just magic, I'm okay with that. That would mean that iCloud Sync would literally just be, you just throw it in and then we can start on the Apple Watch display right away. What I dropped in order to put these back was the wallet export, which I'm sad about because that's important. But I also think it's so important that we really have to get it right. And so I don't think we have the time to do it. That's the unfortunate problems. And I think we have other features in here that we're still missing and that we still need to support. So I think we had to drop that one. Here's how you do Swift data in iCloud in your task app. Okay, hold on. Yeah, because I set up the thing. I was like, I know that if I do a new project and I just like click a checkbox, it's like, oh, here's iCloud. And no, that's not it. And so I set it up and I ran it and I was like, I don't see any iCloud stuff in here at all. And then, yeah, it's because, I mean, even on there, they set it to just dot automatic. Okay, so you have a dot private with a specific one. I think that's also what I would want to do. But yeah, so you just do that and it just works. I'm okay with that. Hey, well, if that's the case, then I don't need to spend 2 whole days on it. Needs the entitlement set and it needs the container identifier. Yep, okay. I mean, it seems like it doesn't need the container identifier, that it can guess it, but I would want to specify it. Because yeah, their thing is like, If you set this, like, you can see that it's dot automatic, and if you do dot automatic, it's like using the primary ubiquity container from the app's entitlements. So that could, in theory, work, but I don't know that I trust that enough. So yeah. But anyway, yeah. It may be that we gain like 2 days back from that. If we just do that and we say like, okay, so iCloud sync is actually tomorrow, we do that, and then we move the Apple Watch display here, and then we move everything a little bit. I may want to spend a little bit more time on onboarding. I would stack that up, and then maybe our release looks like this, which I don't want to move out the beta period. We give a little bit more time for polish and integration. You have the container identifier set in your entitlements file. Not sure if Xcode magically put it there. Okay. I think that it does, because that's what editing that signing and capabilities page does, is that it'll edit your entitlements page. So that's probably where it came from. But yeah, I think I also would want to manually specify it, just because I don't trust things that are magic, even though I'm saying that I would probably trust this thing that is also just magic. But anyway, enough chatting. Let's work on the home screen widget. And the thing that makes me sad, we're going to talk about this right off the top of this, is we're going to create a new module for this. And the obvious name for the module would be widget. But Apple stole the name widget. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. It's just widget kit. I'm totally going to steal the name widget then. All right, never mind. Just kidding. What's the recent one that we did? Not navigation. What did we do yesterday? We did shortcuts, right? How about we call it widgets.swift? That makes even more sense, because we're probably going to have more than one. Boom. Shortcuts becomes widgets. Bang. All right, has resources true. Definitely going to need not navigation. Maybe not persistence. Probably doesn't need persistence, because it's going to get that from the app intent. So I think I'm going to start here. I also realized that I did not switch branches. Stage that and then do it. Branches. Hurrah. Okay. Everything else, I think we're good. So let's go create some files. New module, new folder, new group. Yeah. Widgets. Sources. Widgets.swift. Why am I typing the whole thing when it doesn't need to be there? Tests. Nope. Widgets. Tests. Swift. Meh. I'm just doing this because if I don't do that, then it fails to build. And we like it when things build. And resources. And then I need a localizable strings file in there. Actually, can I say new empty strings file and just say localizable.strings? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so we have everything. Back to Emacs. All of this is good. Generate. This is still not going to work because we forgot to add it to the project. Which is important. Yep, okay. Widgets.target. Remember I was complaining about not having any doubles yet last night? Found a case where I wanted doubles. I need a double for my repository. I need like a that's double repository. All right, so now we should have our files. Cool. All right, so we need to define a widget. What is a widget? Why don't I rename this file? That would help. Code display widget. All right, and this is a widget. No. Okay. I have clearly forgotten everything that I ever learned about building widgets. Creating a widget extension. Oh, does this need to be an extension? This totally needs to be an extension, doesn't it? Yeah. I did forget that. Where features, tasks, related frameworks, and constraints as you make a plan to implement widgets, watch complications, and live activities. Okay. Yeah, so we need to create a widget extension first. Use a widget extension that you add to your Xcode project. Okay, so that's fine. We just need to update what we have over here. We also probably need to move that file. Or I have a better idea. What if we rename widgets to widget contents? We keep everything in there, and then the widget framework, sorry, the widget extension. All right, I can't do this and say it at the same time. Renaming widgets to widget contents.swift. Hello, Power Opa. How you doing? Okay, so now we have this widget contents. We're going to keep that as is. We're going to rename this folder just so that it continues to exist. And then we are going to recreate this. Hopefully everything's happy. Yes, okay. And then what we need to do is now we go create our other. Is that it? Now we're going to go create our actual widget extension. Okay. Can I open this up in the same thing twice? Yes, okay. Because what I need to do is, yeah, this is in the projects folder. And so we're going to call widgets.swift in here. And we did the wrong name. Widgets.swift. One S in Swift. Ooh, this might be the one where we need to. We might need to have the actual editing capabilities here. That's fine. Emacs is just not smart enough to understand where the project description and project description helpers are. And I think that's due to something that Toast does under the hood to actually like set up the links to everything. It's a bummer. It's okay. You just have to use Xcode for a little bit. It's fine. All right. Name. Widgets. Destinations. Still just the iPhone. Product. Oh. Extension? Is it an extension kit extension? Or is it a system extension? That's macOS only, so it's not that. It's not a watch extension. It's not a messages or sticker pack or TV top shelf extension. Is it an extension kit extension or is it an app extension? These are the two that I'm not sure. Why don't we try creating it in Xcode? Because, hey, we can't exactly destroy anything in Xcode. Oh, yeah, we totally can. Dang it. Because it's going to create files and stuff. Hey, remember that thing that I said about how, like, might be a problem? Yeah, this is going to go create a whole folder full of stuff. Maybe that's okay? I don't know. Because we should be able to just find that folder and figure out where it is. Yeah, it created everything in just like this widgets folder. So as long as we just delete that folder, we're golden. What all did you put in here? You gave me an assets.exe assets. That's fine. You gave me an info p list. You gave me a bundle. Interesting. Where'd you actually put all this stuff in here? Widgets. Okay. Widgets bundle. Okay, so we will need that. Widgets. Okay, we have this. Yeah, really what I'm interested in is this extension. We have... We definitely don't need all of those destinations. It needs to link widget kit. It needs to link source UI. That's fine. That happened. My concern is like, what type of thing is this? And I almost just want to open up the folder and look. It's a .appx, so it's got to be a app extension. Okay, well that answers that question real quick. Wait, why does that other file still exist? Dang it. Also, we've got that. Okay, hold on. Got too many things that are broken going on right now. Modules. No. Toist. Modules. Widgets.swift. This should not exist. Delete this file. That file should not exist. Okay. If these two files, those two files do exist. Okay. Slightly more happy now. Let's get this open. So we're going to say this is an app extension. Bundle ID com.cocotype.widgets. We don't have any info plist. We will have sources. That's important. Ooh, we actually... let's just go ahead and say extensions slash widgets slash sources slash star star. Really what I should do is I should make this a like a products, and then I should move app into the products. That's what I should do. Am I going to do that? Probably not. But should I? Yes. Dependencies. It's definitely going to depend on the contents. I'm surprised it's not showing up. Because I didn't rename it. That would help. There we go. Okay. Settings. This is where we need to figure out what kind of settings mean anything here. So let's go back to our Xcode proj. What settings do we have in here that make this a widget extension? I don't think that means anything. I'm not really seeing a lot in here that is widget specific. So how does it know that it is a widget extension? Is it in the info p list? Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. So maybe we do care about this info p list. That seems like a very minimal info p list. They don't have a whole lot in here though. Bundle display name. That's literally the only other thing in here. And then copyright, which we already had anyway. Let's add this just so that we can have our... Okay, well, that's fine. Let's go open up that info p list then. Yep, that's the one. Yep. And then where did we say this was going to go? Products / widgets / info.p list. Put it right after bundle ID. All right, if that's all I need to make an app extension, well, let's look into this code signing stuff. I'm guessing that we don't have it set up yet. Yeah, it's all set to automatically manage signing. Let's go ahead and grab all of this. That's probably enough. Start. Provisioning profile specifier is probably going to need to change. We will need to generate some new provisioning profiles. That's fine. That's not impossible. We can do that. I like how I'm editing this in 2 different files at the same time. That was kind of super dumb. Don't worry about me. Does this even build? No. That's fine. Static property target. Oh, well. This is not going to build because of the reason why we don't typically open this. Okay, we'll do it this way. That does not work. Widgets has no member test target. Yes, correct. I agree. We don't have any of these folders. Also true. Also true. Yes, I agree. Now the question is, where do we put these? I guess we really just add files. We add products. Can we just add products? Let's just add that whole folder. Finish. Sweet. Okay, now we need our other folders, which, yeah, no, let's just do that. That's fine. Sources. Why don't we grab some of these files that we already have in here? We'll have to rename a bunch of them, but that's fine. That's not a big deal. There's our sources. Actually, no, this is kind of a bit, well, that's the only file we're actually going to need here. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think we need any of the rest of these yet. We just need to conform to widget configuration intent. We're just going to, like, remember some of these things. That's fine. And then, yeah, this is the actual widget, which there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. We don't need to care about that. Okay. Now we can delete the rest of that folder. We have our sources folder. I guess we don't have a resources folder, which we probably should have. Yeah, let's go ahead and create that and add. No, I get, let's say strings wouldn't matter. What else is in this assets? Nothing. Accent color, app icon, and widget background. Why would I need an app icon in here for widgets? That seems not helpful. And then the widget background, we're just going to grab from wherever else. I'm just going to delete this whole folder. Trash it. Get out of here. Move to trash. All right. Let's try. Yeah, let's go get rid of the resources folder because I don't think we need that. Famous last words, but let's try that. Okay. We have a project. We're not entirely convinced that it does anything. We do have a widgets extension of some sort. It does seem to recognize that it is in fact widgets, which is nice. It's not referenced in here yet. We need to do that. We need to say like, oh yeah, by the way, you need to actually import that. That is important. But other than that, I think that's not too bad. Okay, so let's go back to our project. Where was our app target? That's this one. Widgets target. I think if we just say target widgets dot target, that might be enough to embed it. Because that'd be great. Widgets.appx, embed without signing. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I think that might be everything. Let's go back into here and make sure that it's in embed foundation extensions. Yep. Okay, nice. We're moving forward. All right. None of this is going to build. That's fine. We're not worried about that yet. We're not worried about things like compilation. I mean, we are. That is actually what we're worried about now. Also, what version of Xcode are we on? This is wrong. Not true. Main actor isolated static property default query cannot be used to satisfy non-isolated protocol requirement. Cool. I can't make this build on both Swift 6 and Swift 5. That's perfect. Awesome. This isn't a thing yet. This is a thing. Okay. So this is where we need to import, in addition to SwiftUI and WidgetKit, we also need to import widget contents. That's it. Yeah. And then this is going to have something. You know what? I should have read more of those files before I deleted everything. Hey, thank you, Koala420. It's very nice of you to say. I don't know if it's true, but it's very nice of you to say. All right. Yeah, we totally should have read more about this, but that's okay. That's what this is for. Creating a widget extension. I think the question that I mostly need is just like, what do we have here? Okay. Well, so this is at main. This has a widget. But it seems like what I need is... Where's my products folder? Because this had a widget bundle. Oh, this was some widget. I'm confused. We're going to just go ahead and say that this is in our... Okay, let's go back to our widget content. We have our code display widget. Swift UI? Code display widget does not conform to protocol widget. Good. Okay. We're somewhere at least. Let's add some stubs. Oh, you're no fun. Okay. Well, we got that one working. Oh, you like this body? Also returns some widget configuration. What? Hold on. You've confused me. Static configuration. Let's go ahead and just do that. Why don't we do that here? Static configuration. Find a provider and a game status provider, or kind and a provider, and then some kind of view. That's fine. Okay. com.cocotype.arc.code display widget dot widgets dot code display widget. Yes, that's a very long name, but shut up. Provider. This is where we would need to provide something. Okay, so code display widget timeline provider. And then we need this, and so this is going to be entry in empty view. Not infer type of closure parameter entry without a type annotation. Isn't this what you told me to do? Hang on, this was all your idea. Also, this is not even valid Swift syntax. Apple, get your head in the game. Okay, I'm guessing that it has to do with something that's coming off of game status provider, so why don't we do that? We'll do it. There's our entry. Okay, so we need to provide a timeline provider. It has different timeline entries. See, here's the thing. Like, we don't care about what our timeline entry is, though, right? We only have a... Well, okay, we will eventually care about that. Okay, that's fine. We're going to say this takes in... Okay, so we're going to say code display timeline entry. I also realized that I decided that I don't want the word widget in here. It's just that. Okay, timeline entry, and it has struct code. Sorry, let code, let date, sure. Perfect. Okay. This is still not working. That's okay. We're getting closer to this. What is our timeline provider? We need a get timeline in. Sweet. And then this is going to be... I'm confused. Because shouldn't this be... Oh wait, no, this is a completion. Okay. I got it. I'm with us now. Code display timeline entry void. Sweet. All right. Am I still missing something? Doesn't seem like it. It's a lot of things. Placeholder in context. That gives us some thing. I don't know. Get a snapshot, get a timeline. All of these just need to do something with this. Also, I'm very sad about the fact that, like, it takes in a completion. Can I not replace this with just an async void returns? That'd be way cooler. No, I couldn't because it takes in an option. That's okay. That's fine. You know what? We're going to comment these out for just a second, just to say we're just going to do a dot init. Just return a dot init. And same deal down here. Just to get it to build. No. What? Missing arguments for parameters, entries policy. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we need at the very minimum a date. Okay. No codes. That's fine. Date. 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 Actually, you know what? Here. This is what we're going to do. Date equals date. Why is this still cranky? Oh, this returns a time. Ah, okay. I'm with us. Timeline needs to have entries and a policy. Okay, so let timeline equals timeline entries init policy. I don't know how often we want to request this. For a widget the user frequently views, a daily budget includes 40 to 70 refreshes. This rate roughly translated to widget reloads every 15 to 60 minutes, but it's common for these intervals to vary due to the many factors involved. Okay, so let's say it's 30 minutes. I don't know. I am really just guessing at that part. Next update date equals calendar dot current dot date by adding dot minutes dot blob to date. Oh, hey, that's fun that it's just like this. We're gonna say it's 30 minutes though. Yeah, okay. We have at least some amount of compilation. Perfect. What's next? Shortcuts can't be built because of the other problem. Widgets bundle. This needs to actually have something now. Okay, so this needs our code display widget, which needs to be public. This needs to be public. Means this needs to be public. Perfect. Now we go into here. Now we say that we need a code display widget. That builds. All right. let's do this. Let's search only our project. There we go. This is what we're looking for. Brr. Okay. Last but not least, embedded binaries bundle identifier is not prefixed with the parent app's bundle identifier. It should be. com.cocotype.bark.widgets. What is our app one? com.cocotype.bark. Skeptical. Embedded binary. Oh, embedded binary bundle identifier is null. Okay, well, that seems like a problem. Do I need to just edit the info plist? Probably. Hey, look at this. It's that. Thank you for being useless. Hey, build succeeded. All right. As of yet, we have basically no way of making sure that this is going to work yet. So I think we need to still do some more work, but that's fine. We're getting somewhere. Let's break this file up so that we can keep working on things. Timeline provider. Nice. Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting about this thing that I can do. Watch this. You do that? Wait. Hey, thank you for the follow, Menlo Joe. Yeah, move that file to the trash. Then we can go into here and we can do Command Option N. That does that. Oh, I deleted the wrong file. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done? In the trash. Oh, I deleted the wrong file. What I meant to say was delete that file. We're gonna keep this file. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Okay. Good to see another iOS dev in the wild here on Twitch. Yeah, it's going pretty good. We have a couple of others. I love I have the like, I can just swipe down on the Stream Deck to link to everybody else. Some other recommended iOS dev Twitch streamers. Not so do I. Widget kit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't think we need that anymore. I think everything else can build. Okay. So that's done. What we're going to need next is we're going to need a view for this. Yeah, that's all we need next. Yeah, code display view. And then that's what we can put in our widget. Oops. Part of leave it there. Do you not understand? There we go. Code display view. Okay. Unfortunately, I think we're going to go ahead and have to provide a code. That's fine. We're going to just provide a dummy code for right now. Code, which means we do need to import our barcodes module. Just hard coding that for now. That's fine. Entry now has a code. Code display view needs to take in a code. And then we can pass in our code as entry.code. Sweet. This also needs to import barcodes. And now we just simply do a preview and then we go copy that same thing because how will we work? Alright, so now. Oh, here's the thing. Yeah, no, this is in widget contents. Okay. I'm with this. We need to just go and select widget contents and then do our preview. Should just be the text hello world. Perfect. Okay. What we need next I think we need this. We're just gonna hard code a preview. Actually, can I just say that I want like a widget preview here? Dot. No. I think that was a better option, was to do this. All right, so now we have that. We're gonna say that that's our widget size. I don't know what our widget size actually is, but we're gonna just guess for a minute. Fine. And then we are going to we need to actually display our view. Our code generator, code renderer, value, code.value. Well, that was easy. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. What did that not build? Sorry, corner radius, not corner size. Okay, well, you really can't tell because of the built-in padding, which is a thing that I want to fix, but not today. Basically, this is what we want to do here. I mean, that's basically what I want. Do we really need to do anything else? This may be it. I think we just need to give the whole thing a background of color dot. Let's say red for now, just to make sure that we see it. Okay, yep. White. Perfect. That might be all we need to actually display our widget. Let's see what happens. Let's run this widget on the iPhone 15 on the simulator. Run it on the simulator for now. I don't know that that's a thing that I can do, but let's find out. Don't know what that means. CF bundle version of an app extension must match that of its parent app. Okay, well, it's fine. How do I say that though? Where am I specifying that? Is it in the info P list? Bundle version. I don't think that's the right name for that, but we're gonna go look at what the right name for that actually is. Current project version. What we're looking for. That is set at this top level, so all we need to do is that current project version, and then we copy that into info plist. And there we go. Now we should be happier. We do the same thing with this. Why can't you just tell me all of the problems at the same time? Why our marketing version is 999, I don't know, but another problem for later. Okay, so we at least have that. Now are you gonna let me run this on there? Hey, okay. Has missing or invalid CF bundle executable in its info plist. People let me know. Okay. Just tell me all of the things that I need at one time, as opposed to just repeating it over and over again. Does not have a CF bundle name key with a non-zero length string in its info plist. What is CF bundle name that is different from CF bundle display name? Just let me know what I need in here. App extension with identifier bark.widgets is already installed, so we can't install user app with that same identifier. I don't want you to install an app. I want you to install. I don't know what you delete the whole app. All right, in theory, this should now be on here. So if we go to edit, we go to add widget. I assure you there's at least some other widgets on this device, man. No, you're just gonna give up. Oh, okay. Something happened. Okay. This is not what we want our UI to look like. But good effort. I like the approach. What happens if we just display red? I want to know if there's like some kind of built-in oh, hey, there was my answer. Some kind of built-in padding, and there is. So if I guess that would be a safe area, right? So, okay, I really want to know, how do I Swift UI preview widget preview context? Okay, but like, what about the new thing? This was less helpful than I expected. I'm gonna be silly for a second. Preview context. Widget preview context. Family. System small. We're gonna get rid of this. What I'm hoping is that this is not gonna work, but it will give me an error. what I should do. Cannot find widget preview context and scope because we haven't imported widget kit. Okay. Preview context is ignored in a preview macro. Use the initializer macro that matches the context of the desired environment, e.g. widgets or live activities. See, now I tried that, but maybe it didn't exist because I hadn't imported the other one. So now that I have that, still nothing. Okay. But what do you want from me? Do you have any other information? Film. Warnings. All right. This one. There we go. You have no other information for me. Preview string as widget family. Okay, but okay. I'm here with you, but how do I use this? Name nil as family widget timeline provider. Okay, cool. I see what you want. I don't understand it. Here, let's comment this out again and see if maybe we get better options now that we have the other thing imported. Hey, look at that. Okay. Preview as widget family, widget timeline. About a timeline provider. How about we do that? Okay. As system small, widget timeline provider. Can I use the trailing closure syntax? Because that'd be really cool. Eh? No. Is that only because I screwed up this other thing? Wait, timeline provider. Hold on. Timeline provider. Yeah. Okay. We're going to do this way, and then we'll come back.
Put on the Apple hat.
Hey, BitSpectre. Put on the Apple hat. How's it going? We're building widgets. We're trying to build widgets. We're maybe building widgets. Apple hat? Yeah, it's an Apple hat because it's got an Apple logo. It's a very tiny Apple logo that it has on the side of it. This is how Apple does branding. There's this tiny little apple on the side, not on the front. There's nothing up here. A tiny little apple. Requires the code display view conform to widget. Yeah, no, okay, I'm with you. Code display widget. The same size Apple logo that's on the Apple cleaning cloth. It's actually a hat made out of Apple cleaning cloths. It cost me $700. Is this actually what I want? I guess this is what I want. But I kind of want this to take in. Ooh, see, okay. We're gonna just stop for a minute. Is this working? I don't know what that means. Widget needs to adopt container background. Ensure that you have called the .container background for widget modifier in your widget view. You got the cloth, then promptly lost it. Found it like a year later in the couch. Okay, what did that say? I was not paying attention. Widget background? Widget background. I've already forgotten what it said. I'm too dumb to function right now. Container background for widget. Okay. Dot container background for did it do it? Widget needs to adopt a container background. I did. What are you telling me? Ensure that you have called the container background for widget modifier in your widget view. I did. I did that. Do I need to move it over into widget? Oh, I forgot that I replaced it with the color red, and that's why that's not working. Hey, I'm here. Shut up. It's fine. Okay. And let me guess, this is that padding. Yeah, okay. I'm here. I'm just dumb. That's fine. Okay, so if I do this then, code display view, code, entry.code, then that's getting shrunk because it has that additional padding. Yes, okay. So if I go back to that, don't have the padding, I don't have the clip shape, I don't have the background, I just have that. Okay. Still looks bad, but it's better at least. I think the reason it still looks bad is just the inbuilt padding. But that's the thing that we know that we need to deal with. That's fine. The thing that I'm kind of wondering though is, can I just say like ignore save area? That didn't do anything. Okay, that's fine. But I kind of feel like it should, right? If I have that, and then I have my container background. You need to add content margins disabled on your widget configuration. Okay. What? Hey, there we go. Sorry, that was very loud. I'm sorry. I got excited. That looks great. Okay. I'm happy with that. Can I add my clip shape? $145. Yep, that's what I wanted. This isn't going to do anything because it still has the padding built in. That's fine. We're going to ignore that. Code display view will do something later when it's actually got padding, but I think what we have now is going to give us all that we can have. Where is our, yeah, let's put in a different code in here. Instead of that, let's put an EAN in here. See, this is try bang. Let me get this working for a minute. Volume. I need our temptations. Could I probably find that somewhere else in this code base? Do I want to? Not really. See, I think this one is probably going to fill the whole screen, which is not what we want. Yeah, okay. Couple different problems. Oh yeah, we did leave a color.blue in here. Yeah, let's make that color.white. And then let's go ahead and do a preview in here, and we're just gonna say, you know, this is the problem again. I need this to be using that new code. Unsupported preview type. Can only host widget previews. Eh? Okay, well then in that case, wait, what? No, the widget. Okay, the widget extension can only host widget previews. That's fine. I'm okay with that. We're gonna switch away from that, and then we should have a real preview, which we can't really tell because it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna go back to here. No candidates found to host preview. Okay. We're just gonna do this. Yeah, so this is wrong. So I think we do need that padding baked into here, and we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that eventually the QR code will need to have better padding. But that's fine. Yeah, we can't actually preview in here. But what we can do is we can go into this one, we can pin it, and then we can do the other thing. Boop, boop. Now, here's the other thing that I want. Content margin, no, content relative. Wasn't there like a content relative shape? I guess there was a container relative shape. I feel like there was something else that I was doing over in the other page that had like, yeah, container relative frame. No, content shape. This finds the content shape for hit testing. Okay, so that's not actually helpful is what I thought. Okay, I'm giving up on this. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Except that that probably trimmed the thing, didn't it? I don't know why I'm like slowly commenting all that out. Probably, yeah, like it deleted some of the lines. That's important. That's not a dog shape. No, it's not a dog shape, BitSpectre. Sorry. Okay, I think I need the padding first and then the clip shape. Yeah, there we go. That looked right. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. Now let's build and run this on the phone again. Boom. There's our widget. There's our home screen widget. Ship it. Okay. What's next? That's it. That's it. We're done. You get the barcode for specifically a bag of Temptations meaty bites with chicken. And that's all that this app does. It lets you at any point try to buy a bag of Temptations. That's all it does. Ooh, we do need it to open to a specific page. So that's not a thing that we've done yet. That's one problem. We also need to, yeah. I think the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna, ooh, look at that. What does that do? Oh, so you have a giant Temptations widget. I kind of want to say that we don't support the medium one because that's going to be a problem with 2D barcodes, but let's see what we can do about that at some point. Actually, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and put the medium one on here. And then we're going to see what it looks like if we put a QR code in here. Does that compile? It does. Okay. So now I can switch this out by just saying QR code value. And really what I'm realizing I should have done, kind of being an idiot, is I can do this in this code display widget, and I can just say, oh, what about a system medium? Okay, I mean, it looks dorky as heck, but hey, it works. It's on you if you decide to put a QR code in a longer shaped one. You know what? That's on you. We have it in case you want the actual barcode, which looks nice. But if you decide to put a QR code in there, I'm not going to stop you. It's fine. Okay. That being said, now is when we need to actually have the ability to change stuff. So, new file, code, display, configuration, intent. And then what was that called? Widget, intent, widget configuration intent. Hey, look, I got the name right and everything. Import app intents. Does not conform to protocol app intent. I agree. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Does this belong in widgets or does this belong in intents? Shortcuts. I guess since I called it shortcuts, that answers that question, doesn't it? This belongs in here, but that's okay. We'll get our display barcode intent. Get rid of that. Let's just copy a lot of this. That's fine. Nobody's gonna stop me. Oh, but okay, hold on. Because we have that display query, and I think we're gonna want to reuse that. So I think this configuration intent does in fact go into shortcuts. I think that makes more sense. Now, what I don't understand yet is how are we going to link those two things together? That's a problem for future me. Also, what is this going to do when we, like, is this going to show up in shortcuts? I guess is my question. Also, how does any of this work? Okay, I need more education. Add configuration details. This is not a thing that I care about. What I want is display content in your widget, display a placeholder widget. Content, add dynamic content to your widget, respond to user interactions. Ooh, widget URL modifier. Okay, that's fine. Just come back to that. Preview widgets in Xcode, expand your widget's capabilities. I want to know how I don't want to add interactivity. That's not quite what I want. I mean, I do eventually, but not right now. What I want is, how do I make it configurable? That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. Add custom app intent types that conform to widget configuration intent. Specify an app intent timeline provider as your widget's timeline provider to incorporate the person's choices as your timeline entries. Okay. So I think that means I need to change my code display timeline provider, which is okay. We can do that. We add this thing, we give it blah, blah, blah. We don't care about any of this. We give it a parameter. We just init. That's weird. That's weird, right? If your widget includes non-optional parameters, you must specify a default value. Eh? The second option is to use a query type that implements default result as shown in the next section. Okay, I think that might be what we want. So yeah, so we need a parameter. The parameter just needs the barcode. I guess it doesn't need a perform, which is interesting, but that's the, you know what? We're gonna go with that. I guess we just need that then. Boom. Build. It's not going to build. Is it going to build shortcuts? It is going to build shortcuts. Okay. Encountered a non-optional type for parameter code. Conformance to the following app intent protocols requires all parameter types to be optional. Control configuration intent or a widget configuration intent. I guess what I need then. Okay, so barcode entity has a default query. Barcode query, I think, needs a default result. That didn't help. What did this say here about that? Your widget includes non-optional parameters. You must specify a default value for types such as string, integer, enumerations, and blah, 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 blah. A second option is to use a query type that implements default result as shown in the next section. Okay, so I need this. Which I did. It did do that. It worked. Why are you saying that this is still broken? I mean, again, yeah, sure. This is actually going to return revenue. Cat can eat my socks dot first. Fine. But then why is this still mad at me? I feel like I'm missing something. A second option is to use a query type that implements default result, as shown in the next section. Okay, you said that, and then you showed how to implement it, and I implemented it that way. And I don't know what else I need to do in order to make you not mad at me. I can provide a default, but that's not helpful. Query? Can I provide a query that is display query? What did I call it? Barcode query? It still didn't work. You're still not happy with me. I don't know what you want. We're going to stop until this. I mean, it is just a warning. I don't like having warnings. The fact that this is not doing what I want yet. Okay. We're just going to ignore it for now. I don't know what it wants from me, but we're going to ignore it. Let's go get the rest of this done. We need a app. Something? What do we need? Handle customized values in your widget. To support configurable properties, your app uses the app intent timeline provider configuration. App intent timeline provider configuration. Uses an app intent configuration. Okay, so we need to go back into here. Okay, so instead of static configuration, we have app intent configuration. And then we need to provide an intent, which means you need to import shortcuts. And then we're going to say this is code display configuration intent. So. Yeah? Okay. Requires that code to display timeline provider conform to app intent timeline provider. Okay, we'll do that. This needs to be public. Probably means a lot of other things need to be public. 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 Probably public. Public. Oh, Jesus. Public. 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 Why do you like this? Public. 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 Okay. Can we do this yet? I made it public. Make it work. Why? Still missing this? Okay. Now are you happy? No, you're still not happy. Why are you still not happy? Okay, thank you. Jesus. Okay. Code display timeline provider needs app intent timeline provider. Fine. What do you need from Nano? Stubs. Entry and intent. Okay, so we're gonna say intent is because it did not conform or like auto-complete at all. Okay, so now we need some different things. I like that they're async now, at least. Can I comment these out now then? That would be great. I paste these in instead. Are you gonna be happier with me? Maybe. The answer. Sweet. Okay. Not completion. What are you doing? This is async now. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Boom. Okay. Now, code display timeline provider needs to conform to timeline provider. Does app intent timeline provider not conform to timeline provider? What? What do you want from me in this preview? You know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna build and run and see what happens. Okay, I have a barcode. Delete this one. What do we got in here? Edit widget. Okay, there's nothing in here because I don't think that we have anything stored. We don't actually have any barcodes. That would help. Okay, now we have a barcode. Now can we get our list of barcodes in here? Edit widget. No? Hey, at least it's a different problem now. Also, I understand at least part of the problems. Hold on. Done. No, go back in here. This doesn't have a name. And then let's go ahead and add another one. Okay, now that we have that, now can we edit our widget? Now is there stuff in here? Yeah, look at that. Website and treats. Sweet. Okay, we're gonna say website. Nothing's gonna render because why? No app intent in timeline for width. No app intent. I don't understand what you're mad about. Okay, so that's not complaining anymore, but we're not getting a view for some reason. Let's see if we can bring back this preview. I think that was close, but I think I had too many things. Yeah, there we go. Okay. As system medium, using code display configuration intent which that probably explains why that needed a init with something, because it wants there to be an actual value in there. Widget is code display widget. Timeline provider is code display timeline provider. Okay. Can we have a preview again? Yes. Okay. Why is it a QR code? Because we are not actually using the configuration intent yet. That makes more sense. Where's our timeline provider? Timeline provider is here. This has nothing. Let's go back into here. This, we're gonna make these static for a minute. This needs a code just passed in. That's fine. We're gonna ignore that for a minute. Okay, that's fine. Why are you not giving me an it? Oh, because I haven't did barcodes. Okay, well, hold on now. We're being silly. This is not right yet. This should have something coming in from the intent. Configuration dot code. Yeah, that's actually what we care about there. Why are you mad at me? Needs a barcode entry. Okay. Dot code. Means that needs to be public. Of course it does. And then this would be the same thing. So all right. So now our hope is, hey, this is going to display the right thing and not crash. I have no idea why this crashed. There's absolutely nothing here that shows me anything. Non-optional value cannot be nil. Okay. Oh. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Hold on. That's because of our widget thing over here. Yeah, this really needs a way to just init with a code. Fine. This is not the right thing. Where's our widget configuration? Configuration intent. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Public, init, code, code. Cannot assign a value. Code is a let constant. Okay, so now we go back to here, and then we're going to say our configuration intent is with a code. Oh, did I make that public? I did make it public. What are you talking about? Code. And then now I need to like hard code a code in here. There we go. All right. Okay. So now can we get that running on the app? Yes, is the answer to that question. Look at that. Okay. Edit the widget. It's clearly using the wrong one right now. Because that's one. Okay. That's clearly still doing something wrong. All right. Where are we still hard coding this? Code display view is entry.code. We're definitely passing all of that in. So that means our entry is wrong. Which it shouldn't be. Unless it's still using our placeholder for some reason. No. I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, both times previously this just showed up, so unfortunately that's just how we're gonna have to deal with it. But what I don't understand is like, yeah, okay, so that it's showing the placeholder. That's what's going on there. It's straight up showing this placeholder. I don't understand what this means. Intent not found. App intents perform intent error, intent not found. No app intent in timeline for with. I don't know what any of this means. Cannot find an intent with identifier code display configuration intent. Mangled type name, shortcuts, code display configuration intent. I don't know what any of this means. Unfortunately, I think that's basically the time that I have today. So, hey, we got a home screen widget displayed. We did not get, oh man, somebody said something. What are you using like software? Xcode and some other stuff. I don't know why your message didn't show up. It's supposed to. Sorry. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. We got a home screen widget working. We don't have any sort of we have the configuration showing. It's just not then following through and actually displaying that. Because yeah, we have this here and it is picking from the ones that we have in place. It's just not working. And I don't know why. Anyway, that's what we got left. So yeah, I'll be back online either later tonight, I don't know, or tomorrow, and we'll keep working at this. We'll keep swinging at that. We'll see if we can get something working. But that said, I think Adam MC is streaming right now, so we're gonna go see him if he is streaming. He's an Android dev, so it's a little bit different. It's okay. It's still mobile dev. We're still friends. We can all be good, right? We can all be friends. It's okay. We're gonna go see him. So thank you all for watching. Have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Goodbye.